Have you ever wondered why your little brother always seems to win at board games, even though you know all the rules? Or why some kids are amazing at negotiating extra screen time with their parents? The secret might surprise you. These kids are naturally using something called game theory, and today we are going to unlock this powerful thinking tool that can help any young person make smarter decisions in school, friendships, and life. Picture this common scenario. You are working on a group project at school, and everyone keeps arguing about who should do what. Some kids do nothing, while others do all the work. The project becomes stressful, grades suffer, and friendships get damaged. Sound familiar? This happens because most young people do not understand the hidden rules that govern how people make decisions when their choices affect each other. Here is the game-changing solution. Game theory is simply a way of thinking about situations where your success depends on what others do, and their success depends on what you do. When young learners understand these basic principles, they can predict behavior, make better choices, and create win-win situations that benefit everyone involved. Let me break this down into 4 simple components that any young person can master. Component number 1 is recognizing the game. Every interaction where people make choices that affect each other is a game. Whether you are deciding which movie to watch with friends or figuring out how to share limited computer time with siblings, you are playing a game. The key insight here is that recognizing you are in a game helps you think strategically instead of just reacting emotionally. When you realize that your friend choosing not to study affects your group grade, you can plan accordingly instead of being surprised by the outcome. Component number 2 involves identifying the players and their goals. In our group project example, each student is a player. Some want good grades with minimal effort. Others want to learn and do quality work. Some just want to avoid conflict. Understanding what motivates each person helps you predict their moves. This works because human behavior follows patterns. When you know someone values their reputation more than convenience, you can predict they will choose the option that makes them look good to others. Component number 3 focuses on finding the Nash equilibrium. This sounds complicated, but it simply means finding the situation where everyone is making their best choice, given what others are doing. In the group project scenario, this might mean creating a system where each person has a specific role that plays to their strengths and motivations. The hard worker becomes the project manager. The creative person handles the presentation design. The detail-oriented student manages the research. When everyone has a role that fits their natural preferences, nobody wants to change their strategy. Component number 4 is creating positive sum outcomes. This means looking for solutions where everyone wins something, rather than someone having to lose for others to gain. Instead of fighting over who does less work, you might propose that everyone contributes their best skills in exchange for learning from others. The result is a better project and stronger relationships. Now, I understand if you are thinking this sounds too sophisticated for young people. I was skeptical too when I first learned these concepts. The idea that children could grasp strategic thinking seemed unrealistic. However, research shows that kids naturally understand fairness, cooperation, and strategic thinking much earlier than we previously believed. Here is the proof. After teaching these concepts to a group of middle school students, their teacher reported a dramatic improvement in group work dynamics. Students started volunteering for roles that matched their abilities. Conflicts decreased significantly. Most importantly, the students began applying these principles outside the classroom. One student successfully negotiated a fair chore-sharing system with her siblings. Another student helped resolve a playground dispute by suggesting a rotation system that satisfied everyone involved. Your challenge is straightforward. For the next 2 weeks, practice identifying one game situation each day. Ask yourself who the players are, what they want, and how you can create an outcome where everyone benefits. Start small with simple situations like choosing where to eat lunch with friends or deciding how to spend family time on weekends. Remember, the most powerful changes often come from the smallest shifts in thinking. When young people learn to see the world through the lens of strategic interaction, they develop skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Game theory is not about manipulation or winning at others' expense. It is about understanding human nature well enough to create solutions that work for everyone.